From the National Weather Service in Raleigh, it's Nick Petro with your routine weekly briefing for Central North Carolina. We're going to talk about the weather through this upcoming weekend through the 29th of January. So let's get right to it. We're going to have fair weather today with high pressure, seasonable temps. Typical temps are in the, around 50 for highs at Greensboro, maybe 52, 53 for the Triangle region and points south and east. Low temperatures, around give or take a few degrees either side of 30 is what we would consider seasonable. So that's pretty much what we're expecting here. The next weather maker is going to be on Wednesday is a cold front that's currently a weather system currently affecting the Four Corners region, moves east and moves its way across the eastern U.S. That'll give us a chance for some showers and maybe a thunderstorm. Right now, we do see a risk for maybe an isolated severe storm with damaging wind being the main threat. Those showers and storms will be pretty much any time during the day into the evening hours on Wednesday. Behind that frontal system, fair weather will return for the late week period with near or maybe slightly below normal temperatures, not terribly cold. And then the weekend is looking mostly dry. There'll be some rain just to our west on Sunday, but we're thinking we'll get through the entire weekend mainly dry with near to slightly above normal temperatures. So Wednesday is the main day for any kind of weather. All right, and you can see here that's reflected on this graphic. Dry today, dry tomorrow. There's our rain on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday dry. And then if Saturday and Sunday were on here, you'd see mostly dry again. Western North Carolina seeing a little bit of rain on these maps for Sunday, but across the far western part of the state. Now, in terms of Wednesday's rainfall amount, we're looking at maybe most of Central North Carolina should see anywhere from a half inch to maybe an inch and a half where the heavier downpours fall. And as you could tell on this map here, the greater risk for those inch and a half amounts would be basically across the Triad region and the western portions of Central North Carolina. So where we really need the rain, which is across the east of I-95, looks like probably won't get the heaviest this go round, but there'll be some other opportunities for rain as we look into the following week. In terms of will that rain give us any flash flooding? Well, at the moment here, it looks like the Weather Prediction Center excessive rainfall outlook shows that no risk for flash flooding across our area the next 3 days. But keep in mind that this obviously could update as we get a little closer. And anytime you have a heavy downpour, there's going to be ponding of water here and there. So, but no widespread or high impact flash flooding expected the next 3 days across Central North Carolina. There are the severe weather outlooks for the next 8 days from the Storm Prediction Center, and you can see from about Chapel Hill, no, that'd be more Greensboro. From Greensboro east, Greensboro down to Charlotte eastward, looks like is in a level 1 out of 5 risk for severe storms. Again, damaging wind is the main threat. So we'll keep you updated on that as we get a little closer. We'll send out a single slide briefing if needed and try to give you some better timing for those storms. But suffice it to say, daytime Wednesday through the evening will be perhaps a little on the wet side. All right, looking further down the road to the following week, looks like we're going to be in a sort of a warmer pattern for a little while, and that means with any precip that may occur would be obviously liquid. And you can see the transition zone is basically from the Tennessee Valley to the central Appalachians there, and there's going to be a sort of a storm system tracking up the Mississippi and Ohio Valley during that 8 to 14 day time period. So anytime along and east of that storm track, there tends to be a risk for some rain. So that's why it looks like the Climate Prediction Center shows that period on a little bit on the wetter side for us. But again, we're on the warm side of things, so it would be rain. All right, so wrapping it all up here, and you could see the details down at the bottom. And you could just a quick glance at that shows that Wednesday through Wednesday night, that's when we have our best rain chances, 90% chance of rain. You don't see that too often, right? So you can pretty much take it to the bank. It's gonna rain on Wednesday. The question is how much warmth and buoyancy will we have in our atmosphere to provide for thunderstorms? And if we can get that, then it looks like there could be a couple storms that could result in some damaging wind gusts. Again, stay tuned. We'll provide updates as we head through the next 24, 36 hours as we get a little closer to that. Outside of that Wednesday period, looks like dry weather, and generally you see those numbers there in the 50s. That's lower 50s. That's about where we should be. Maybe a bit warmer. Looks like Friday is probably the coolest day behind that system there, that front that moves through Wednesday night. And then while it's not shown on those dailies there at the bottom, Saturday and Sunday should be back into the at least the low to mid 50s. Okay. The biggest hazard again and impact is the 1 in 5 chance for severe storms across central North Carolina during the daytime Wednesday and into the evening. Damaging wind the main threat.